Well, I don't think I did it very well, in that I completely sort of abandoned my career as an actress. Basically, when I even had the idea, which was around the time that I had my first daughter. And then it took me 3 years to actually get the company off the ground. So I had the idea. It took me 3 years to really fully bake it and to really hone in on what that idea is, how I was going to enter the marketplace, how I was going to reach the consumer in an authentic way, in a real way, and build a community. Because my mission was really a more kind of nonprofit mission, which is to give everyone, initially I actually went and lobbied to change legislation to have, on chemical reform, to have a little more rigor around the testing of chemicals before they're brought into the marketplace, so that we aren't guinea pigs. And basically the way that the chemical industry works in our country is a chemical has to be identified to specifically kill enough people before it's banned. Where in Europe, they have to actually test and prove that a chemical is safe for use in a specific product at a certain concentration before it's allowed to be brought into the marketplace, which makes a lot more sense, right? And there's actually, just in personal care alone, there are over 1,200 chemicals that are banned in Europe. In this country, total, we have 11. And so when I just looked at like the realities around that and bringing a new little person into the world, I just felt like someone had to do a better job. And when I was growing up, I grew up in a house where my parents were just trying to make ends meet. Both my parents had, on average, 3 jobs each. I was usually babysat by a woman who lived, in the vicinity that like babysat kids out of her home, and or a family member, so my parents can work. And I just felt like, it shouldn't just be people who live in the highest price point should be able to afford a better, healthier alternative. And so that's why it was important to me that while my products aren't the cheapest, because it's virtually impossible to make high quality products made with the best raw ingredients, super cheap, I can still make them accessible. And so distribution has really helped. Education around, investing that couple of, 20% more, which is on average what our products cost above conventional. Investing that little bit more in these products that do touch your skin. Everything that goes on your skin, about 60% go into your bloodstream and actually could affect your health and the health of your baby. And usually it's that first-time mom or pregnant woman who starts to read ingredients and starts to learn about, oh no, I can't eat this deli meat that I used to love, or this red lipstick might have lead in it that could be a neurotoxin, or oh no, my retinol cream, I can't use that for like 9 months, and then also if I'm breastfeeding. So we're kind of the first kind of folks who really like read ingredients and think about that, unless of course you have a health issue. I had both, so I had health issues growing up, and I was a new parent, and that's when I learned about just the realities around certain chemical exposures that are in your environment that could have an adverse effect on your health. And I really didn't see a company that was approaching a solution through education, community, and a solution that's comprehensive. I mean, it's why we're in so many different categories. And when I was really trying to come up with this idea, it was big. I mean, people are like, you want to build a CPG company? Like what? Like, can you just do perfume? Or like a baby clothing line?